Boom shakalaka, what is going on everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's episode, we are talking about why Biden's nomination caused Bitcoin to crash and why this is a clear indicator to buy Bitcoin at $14,000. So if you want to find out why, stay tuned. What's up guys, Randall here. The markets are definitely red. Everything is bleeding today. A lot of people are blaming Biden for this. We're going to talk about 3 ways Bitcoin price and stocks may react to Biden presidency, but not everything in the red today. As a matter of fact, 2 of the top 3 gainers for today are coins that I mentioned in yesterday's video right up here for you guys who missed that. Now, with Bitcoin today, what is going on? We talked about this the other day. Bitcoin is in a double bottom, a true Bulkowski, Eve and Adam double bottom. Well, before it actually takes off for those 97% chance of 40% plus gains, in 2 out of 3 cases, there is a throwback. And a throwback is when it breaks the confirmation point, this point right here, comes back down to touch that confirmation line one more time before taking off, never to be seen again. So if we take a look at Bitcoin, that exact thing is happening right here where we had bottom number 1, the Eve bottom, bottom number 2, the Adam bottom. We have the confirmation point right up here. That's this white line. We broke through that a couple days ago. Price went up, bounced off $16,000. And now, if you can't see that here, we'll zoom in a little bit. Price is coming back down. And when it touches this $14,000 line, not only a big even, but also the confirmation point line, Bitcoin price is likely to take off, never again to be seen. So, that's good news for Bitcoin. But let's see 3 ways that Bitcoin's price may react to a Biden presidency, because a lot of people think now that Biden is elected, we're going to have a stock market crash, the economy is going to fall to shit, and so will Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin's not historically not a correlated asset, so why would it fall? Well, you know, if people need money, they're going to take it out of cryptocurrency anyway. But let's take a look at this article to see 3 ways that Bitcoin may react. First, it says an economic stimulus package could propel Bitcoin higher. So they think that if we print more money, if we cause massive inflation, then potentially price of Bitcoin could go higher. Well, that makes sense. I mean, Bitcoin has a limited supply. If we just increase the number of dollars, Bitcoin will go up. How about a rising US dollar? Because apparently in the Eurozone, when they passed a major stimulus proposal, the euro went up. So they think same thing. We pass a stimulus package and the value of the dollar will go up, causing Bitcoin to go up. Doesn't make much sense to me. I'll talk about that why in a second. And third, the stock markets may actually now rally now that the election is resolved. So they think this is 3 reasons why Bitcoin could react very positively to this. Now I'm going to talk about how this printing money isn't exactly great for the US dollar. However, for Bitcoin, it's superb. So if we take a look at the US deficit by year and we compare it to GDP, we just scroll down here, and this is starting in 1929. The deficit in billions, when it's in parentheses, is actually not a deficit. It's a surplus. And look at this, pretty much nothing. Okay? Then around World War II, we had a pretty big deficit because of war. All right? And if you take a look at its effect on it's compared to GDP, you can see right around the end of World War II and Bretton Woods, it's around 20%. Otherwise, it's like next to nothing. And again, very, very low numbers up until recently where we start getting big numbers. And then super recently, we have extremely huge in the trillions of dollars numbers. This year, trillions of dollars, more money printed. The deficit was larger than the first 220 years of the United States this year. And again, 17%, close to that 20% seen after World War II. There was no more of that stuff any other time other than around World War II. So that supports another Bretton Woods type of thing happening. And then if we take a look at this 2021C, they're talking about another year of insanely huge $2 trillion plus deficits. That makes Bitcoin the best treasury reserve asset humanity has ever had. We see a lot of big companies investing in Bitcoin. We see Grayscale owning 1 out of every 30 Bitcoin. We see Microsystems owning 1 out of every 1,000 Bitcoin. That's because they see that this is something that's going to help protect their money. As a matter of fact, Michael Saylor from Microsystems, he says an excellent way to evaluate any investment is to take $100 million and move it forward 100 years and ask the question, what happens? If I had $100 million worth of currency in any of the largest cities in the world in the year 1900, and I went forward 100 years and I put the money in the best bank in the city, I have two types of risk: counterparty risk and inflation risk. Regarding counterparty risk, every major bank in every major city around the world failed in 100 years. And that is a 90% probability you will lose everything. Let me just repeat that. Every major bank in every major city in the world failed in 100 years. Banks are not reliable. All you Ripple holders, banks are not reliable. However, if we take a look, Bitcoin does not have that issue. Bitcoin has no counterparty risks. We don't have to worry about the actions of third parties are going to lead to significant loss in the asset's value. Because guess what? It's peer-to-peer. As a matter of fact, as a peer-to-peer network, the Bitcoin platform gives holders of the asset a level of control that bypasses regulation or the use of state force. The autonomy and scarcity of Bitcoin is most likely going to drive its value up over time, and it would come as no surprise in 100 years to see its price considerably higher than where it is today. So, that is good news for Bitcoin, but that's not the only thing, because a lot of people right now, they see the price of Bitcoin coming down today. They see it in the red, losing almost $1,000. They think the sky is falling because they just bought in at 15.8 and now it's 14.7. And they're like, oh my gosh, the sky is falling. Well, guess what? According to this done here, every time the Bitcoin is at a certain multiple of 10 for 100 consecutive days, it goes up an order of magnitude. It goes up 10 times within half a year. Well, guess what? That just happened a few days ago. So Bitcoin, based on history, now you can't say that it's going to happen, but 4 times previously it's happened. That would mean 5 out of 6 times it will happen we have a 5 out of 6 chance for it happening right now. If it happened 4 out of 4 previously, that means we have a 5 out of 6 chance that it will happen this time, where Bitcoin will go up an order of magnitude to $100,000 within 6 months. So take that, Joe Biden. Take that Bitcoin price going down. Take that. And as I said here, guys, remember, this pullback is only better for Bitcoin, because when it does touch this confirmation line one more time, that will be the last time it will ever see this. If it touches that confirmation line, $14,000, boom, it is off. It is Bolkowski double bottom, and then boom, off, gone. Forget about it. Forget about it. Okay, so that's all for today. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, click the like button. It helps out so much. Thank you very much. Also, subscribe, click the notification bell. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.